Hello. You will see how I make a design poster with a brutalism style. In Illustrator, with the ellipse tool I will draw a circle, then by clicking and dragging while holding the Alt key I will duplicate my ellipse to create two ovals. With the rectangle tool I will take a line to create a central line. Once I have created my globe I will reproduce the Toyota logo in my globe. Still using the ellipse tool and playing with the thickness of my lines. I will duplicate and change the thickness of my logo, put it in white and position it below the black logo so that it is more visible. Once I am happy with my logo, in Object, decompose the aspect, I will vectorize my plot and with the Pathfinder merge my shapes. I will create another ellipse below my logo to give it a depth effect. To soften the outline I will duplicate the main shape, and play with its contours. I will create a group by selecting my elements and pressing Ctrl+G. By selecting my object and with a right click then, deformation, I will deform my logo as I wish. That's how I reworked the Toyota logo. Now we can move on to the next part, the implementation of the principal elements. We are going to open a poster format, for example in A3. After adding a light gray background, I'm going to put a typography in the background. This is a thick, impactful sans serif font. I'll stretch it out enough to take up as much space as possible in my space. Once positioned I will import my logo that I created earlier from Illustrator and play with my masks to integrate it with the typography. Simply with the Layer Style panel I will add a white outline to my logo. Then in Selection and Color Range, I will select the white and create a mask and erase my selection on my text. I'll also take the opportunity to mask out the white in my logo. Let's move on to our main subject here, our car. We are going to crop it to remove only the sky from the image. In Settings, I will choose the Threshold Effect layer and play with different settings of this threshold to create a black and white image with a destructive effect. I'll also use a lower all-white layer to hide the background of my image. By playing with my masks and a brush with a textured effect I will refine the visual of my car. Once I'm satisfied, all I have to do is import my image into my poster. Change the colors and position it correctly. To add texture to my elements I will use the same textured brush as before on the masks of all my elements. Then organize my layers for more visibility. We'll be able to move on to finalizing our poster in the next part. First I'm going to work on the top of the poster. With the rectangle tool I will draw my shape and position it under the slaps. Using my logo selection I will mask my shape to give the effect of going underneath. I'll fill in this box with graphic and textual elements referring to the vehicle and add a color to accentuate the details of my poster. Once I'm satisfied, we'll work on the background of the image. To make my typography stand out and add texture, I will import a PNG of a line made with a marker. With the Shape tool, I will create a gray frame to delimit the area of my PNG. To add a destructive and printing effect, I'm going to get my text layer, shift it and hide it. I will then be able to play with my textured brush to create the effect I want. We are going to add like a label on the middle of the poster. I will create the base of my shape with my rectangle tool, and then I will add my graphic elements. Once I have finished grouping my layers, I will play with their masks with my texturing brush to degrade my visual. We will concentrate on the bottom of our poster. I'm going to import several photos that I'm going to damage with the threshold setting and with a mask in my brush texturer. Then I'll inlay the same color as the background of my poster. Once my elements are integrated, I will add a text blank and align everything. All I have to do is compose around these elements by adding text and other graphic elements. I'll come back and add some elements to the vehicle to add some detail to my poster. All that's left is to improve the details of the poster. To do this, I'm going to import textures and change their blending modes to integrate them into the visual. We can merge everything and open the Camera Raw Filter. Here we can further enhance our image. In Effects, we will play with the grain of our image to further deteriorate it. All you have to do is validate. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video for more tutorials. Have a nice day.